Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to roast a capsicum. Why would we do that? There are many reasons. Once it's roasted, we can puree it and turn it into a fabulous dip or sauce like a Romesco. We can cut it into long strands and serve it as part of an antipasto, or, among other things, we can chop it up and put it in a pimento cheese spread for an American Thanksgiving. Lots of uses for roasted capsicum. Very easy. You don't need to go to the deli and buy them. You just need a capsicum. I don't think it works well with green. Green capsicums are just unripe capsicums, so they've got a very herbaceous note. So a red one or a yellow or an orange one, rub it with a little olive oil, pop it in a baking dish, or I just use an oven-proof saucepan, frying pan, and we pop it in the oven for about 40 minutes until it's nicely charred all over. So I'm going to pop this in the oven. We'll come back and take a look at it shortly. So after about 30 or 40 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, your capsicum's going to look like this. Now we're just going to transfer it to a bowl and cover it with some plastic so that it continues, oh, it smells fabulous, so that it steams and that skin will soften. Once it's cooled down, it'll be really easy to peel. Now, lots of recipes say to char it over an open flame, and you can certainly do that. You can hold it with a pair of heat-proof tongs, turn it either over an open flame or on a barbecue. Over the open flame makes a big mess on your stove, and while it gets it nice and charred, I don't think the flesh has the same sweetness as when you cook it in the oven. So this is my preferred method. I'll show you what happens next. So once our capsicum's cool enough to handle, and that could be 15 minutes or it could be 3 hours, it can just sit covered like this, we uncover it and we peel it. So there's a lot of juice there which you may want depending on what you're using it for. So if you're making a soup or a dip, for example, you're going to want to collect all that juice. You're just going to see how easily that skin just peels away now. And we've got some lovely charring on the flesh underneath, which is going to give it a great smoky flavour. Now, I'm not using the juice, so I'm going to use this bowl for my rubbish. But if you wanted to save that juice, you'd certainly have a separate bowl to pop all the rubbish in. And you'll see when I cut it open how much juice is in there. So there we go. We've got most of our skin off. Now, let's break it open and get rid of as much of that core and seed as we can. And then all we need to do is dust off the rest of those seeds and we can slice it up. Doesn't matter if there's 1 or 2 left. It's easier now to get the last little bits of skin off too. And I don't want those membranes, so I'm just going to tidy it up, cut along, discard those because they could be a little bit bitter. And there we go. So now we're ready to puree it into a sauce or a soup, slice it into some lovely long strands like that to go on a char grilled platter, dice it up to go into a dip, anything you like. Maybe just nibble on it now. Roasted capsicum, how easy is that? Enjoy.